Okay, so today is new budget phone review day and I'm going to be looking at the new Honor X6 released just a couple of months ago. It runs about 150 quid from the likes of Amazon and Argos here in the UK, but is it worth that 150 quid? Let's find out. Okay, so let's start with the display of the Honor X6. You get a 6.5 inch TFT LCD display with a 60 Hz refresh rate. It is downgraded to a TFT display instead of an IPS LCD display. And basically a TFT display is a lower cost LCD display. It doesn't have quite as good viewing angles and sometimes the touch response isn't as sensitive as an IPS display. So that's something obviously Honor have used to cut the cost of the Honor X6. I have found the display to be pretty good. I mean, I have found with most Honor phones that the color reproduction on their displays isn't the best. It's not anything like what you'll find on a Samsung device or Motorola or anything like that, but it is a pretty decent display. 720p, so again, that's a bit of a downgrade from other phones of the same sort of price with 1080p panels. And of course, being only 60 Hz, there are other phones on the market with a 90 Hz display. The first one that comes to mind is the Motorola G32. But that being said, the display is absolutely fine. Things look relatively crisp and watching videos and stuff on there look decent as well. And then up in the top center, you get a dewdrop design with the selfie camera. And unfortunately, it's just a 5 megapixel selfie camera on the Honor X6. Whereas you do get, again, other higher resolution selfie cameras on other phones. So 8 megapixels minimum, but sometimes more. And then on the bottom, you've got a pretty sizable chin, which surrounds the bottom and then around the edges of the phone as well. So it's not the most premium looking device from the front. It does look quite dated, but for 150 quid, it's not too bad. And at the moment on Black Friday deals, you can get it for a little bit less. The surround of the phone is of course made of plastic. You get your power button on the right with your integrated fingerprint sensor. And above that, you get your volume rockers. On the left of the phone, you get your SIM tray, which of course houses your SIM card, and then there's provisions to expand that storage via micro SD card. Up the top, there's just a single microphone, and then on the bottom of the phone, you get a single bottom firing speaker, USB-C charging port, another microphone, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. And then the back of the phone, again, is made of plastic, but it is a very reflective plastic that actually does look really nice. And then in the top left hand corner, you've got your triple camera system, which consists of a 48 megapixel f1.8 primary camera, and then it's just backed up by two 2 megapixel macro and depth cameras. So unfortunately, there's no ultra wide on the Honor X6, and then the fourth circle is just your LED flash. So that's one thing to bear in mind if you're looking at the Honor X6. It is very much at the bottom end of the specs when it comes to budget devices from Honor. You want to go for the Honor X7 or the X8 if you want the ultra wide camera. Now going back onto the back of the phone, I actually do really like the design of the Honor X6. Although it is a very glossy and very fingerprint magnet back, it does make it look a little bit more premium than what the price would suggest. Overall, the design is quite nice. The only thing for me that lets it down, I think, is that display. Not just because of the resolution, but just because of how dated the front looks. There's no punch hole, and of course, there's that large chin on the bottom. As for performance on the Honor X6, it comes equipped with a pretty basic MediaTek Helio G25 processor built on a pretty old 12nm architecture. So performance on the Honor X6, like I said, is very basic. It kind of reminds me of the Samsung M13 or A13 with that Exynos 850. It's a very basic chip. It's not going to handle intense gaming or intense multitasking or anything like that very well. It's just going to be for someone who just wants a phone that works and that can do the basics, a little bit of camera use and just swiping through the interface, and maybe a tiny little bit of gaming, but nothing too demanding. And that's backed up with 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of internal storage, which is of course expandable. There is also a model with 4 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage, but this one I've got here is just 64 gigs of internal storage. And for the battery, you get a 5000 milliamp hour battery packed inside the Honor X6. Now the low resolution 720p display with the standard 60Hz refresh rate and a low power draw from the MediaTek Helio G25, you're going to get some really great battery life from the Honor X6. You're going to easily get 2 days use if you're a moderate user. But unfortunately, when it comes to charging, it only supports 10-watt charging. So you're definitely looking at over 2 hours, maybe even 2.5 hours to get from 0 to 100%. Of course, if you charge overnight, that doesn't matter, but you're not going to get any quick charging or anything like that if you're running low halfway through the day or anything like that. And as for software on the Honor X6, you're getting Magic UI version 6.1 on top of Android 12. So it is nice and up to date. And Magic UI, although it might not be for everybody, it is one of my favorite skins. If I was to pick one, it would probably be Magic UI and One UI from Samsung, of course, as well as stock Android. It's not very clunky. There's not loads of apps on there pre-added. Obviously, Honor have got a few selections of their own apps, like their own app store and stuff like that. And then there's a couple of games on there that I've just uninstalled. But other than that, there's not a huge amount of bloatware on the Honor X6. And swiping through the interface is really easy. It's easy to dig into changing your wallpapers and your home theme styles and all that sort of stuff. And then your notification settings. All of that stuff is really easy to get to. It's very accessible. So there's no real complaints from me on Magic UI, but let me know in the comments what you think of Magic UI, or do you have another Android skin that you prefer? And of course, with that MediaTek Helio G25, everything is smooth enough, I think, for everyday use. But if you're going to be constantly flipping back and forth between apps, you know, pretty quickly, you're not going to get that with the X6 with that processor. Okay, so if we quickly talk about the camera on the Honor X6, and this is an area that I do have to correct myself on, so I do apologize. It actually comes with a 50 megapixel f1.8 primary camera and not a 48 megapixel camera. That is a little bit better actually, because the 50 megapixel sensors are the newer sensors around that you are finding on a lot of other budget Android devices on the market. And of course, sadly, that is backed up by just two 2 megapixel macro and depth cameras. But photo quality from the Honor X6 is very similar to what I was saying with the X7 and the X8. You get a reasonable amount of detail in good lighting, but color reproduction is quite dull. I don't find it to be as pleasing to the eye of other phones like Samsung's and Motorola's and stuff like that. I do find that detail is a little bit lacking in certain areas, especially when there's areas of complicated scenes of, you know, grass and trees and stuff like that. Certain areas of the photos can be a bit lost and a bit smudgy, but it's not something that I'm particularly surprised at on a budget phone like this. And the fact that it doesn't come with an ultra wide, going by what the ultra wides were like on the X7 and the X8, I don't actually mind that too much, because those were just, for me personally, they were unusable. I didn't find I was getting any really great results from them. And video quality from the Honor X6 tops out at 1080p at 30 FPS. And this is just bog standard budget video quality that you would expect from a phone at this price. It's okay if you're taking a few home movies of the kids or your pets or anything like that. But of course, if you're a budding videographer or something like that, you're not going to go for a phone this cheap, but yeah, it's not really something that you're going to want to use as your primary video camera. And then of course up front, like I said before, you get a 5 megapixel f2.2 selfie camera. And to be perfectly honest, a 5 megapixel camera with a narrow f2.2 aperture, you're not going to expect great results from this camera. And that is what I have found. Detail is pretty lacking. And in lower light situations, you are going to find that it is going to struggle because of that narrow f2.2 aperture. And of course, with phones like this, they're not going to use the highest quality image sensors either. So just overall, the quality of the selfies is not going to be great. It's not something that I found that I've used at all really on the Honor X6, other than just to do a few samples to show you guys on this video here. So that's basically my experience with the Honor X6 camera. Not particularly great, but then I didn't have my expectations set too high with this phone. It's kind of what I expected anyway. So if you're not someone that's going to take a load of photos and that is really bothered about the overall quality of your photos, the Honor X6 will do a decent enough job for you. But if you are someone that wants something that's going to be a pretty decent and reliable camera, I'd probably look elsewhere than the Honor X6. Okay, so that's my review of the Honor X6. It's a nice looking phone, but I think for what you're paying, the 150 quid, there are a lot better options on the market. First one that comes to mind is the Motorola G32. It costs the same £150, but you're getting a full HD display with a 90Hz refresh rate. You're getting vastly superior performance with the Snapdragon 680 and a much better camera experience. And then of course you've got the Motorola G22. You're going to get similar performance as what you're getting on the X6. Not particularly great, but the camera is a lot better on the Motorola G22. And although it shares the same 720p display, that is boosted to a 90Hz display as well. And you've also got some other budget phones from the likes of Xiaomi, Realme and Oppo, which if you shop around, you're likely to find a better deal than the Honor X6 with higher refresh rate displays, higher resolution displays and much better camera performance. So if you're set on getting an Honor phone, the X6 is an okay option, but I'd probably try and push for the X7 or the X8. But if not, I would definitely shop around and look for another smartphone, such as phones from the Motorola range as well, which I've done videos on all of those, so check them out on my channel as well. And if you did like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've got a load more coming and I've got a load more that I've already done. So like I say, check them out, subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.